letting users and keeping their API running than they do in trying to compete with them. And we also say, you know what, if they want to compete with us, we're totally fine with that, because we feel that we have a solid product that, if we're on the same playing field money-wise, I welcome the competition, because really the users are going to be the people who win. So, it's fine. They're really behind us. The other part of it, with running Google AdSense on the same page or YPN, it's totally fine. We have many publishers. Nobody's ever gotten an email. We've talked to both Google and Yahoo about it. Neither of them have said you can't do it. So it's totally fine.
That's great. I mean, from an eBay standpoint, they got to be loving it, because it essentially allows them to compete with their own affiliate program and benefit from it.
Yeah.
They're not actually behind auction ads. That's like totally separate from them. They don't have anything to do with it. Yet it benefits them, and so it's almost like competing against their own program, which is they don't care, because why would they?
Sure.
It's just going to bring them more customers, and it's cool. It's like you develop this system to, one, make it easier for people to make money from their program. Two, you give people the benefit of they can be a little guy and still get higher payouts like the big guys, which will in turn encourage more people to participate in the program, which may have said, $6 not really worth it, or $12 not really worth it. $20, it's worth it,
Sure.
And so you're providing an opportunity for people to make more money through you than they would through eBay themselves, and that's a win-win for everyone involved, and everyone should be happy about it. So obviously we're not doing a video interview here, this is just an audio interview. Describe what it looks like, the block, the auction ads, when they put on their page, what it looks like.
Sure. We basically have all the standard sizes that everybody knows and loves. They're referred to as the standard IAB sizes. Same sizes as AdSense or YPN or any of the other popular ones. Basically, an ad block consists of, it takes an image of what's for sale, and then a basic description of what's for sale, and then the current bid price. And it generates a lot of clicks. A lot of people report much higher click-through ratios than with Google AdSense or with basically anything else they've run. So it's it definitely draws the user's attention over that way. And of course we thought of that, and then we thought, my biggest complaint with Google AdSense is, of course, the one-click and gone effect. So, I would be kind of hypocritical to say, it draws users they click on it, they go and they shop on eBay. But what we did, and so being that the background that we have, I said, let's make an option so this can open in a new window, so people don't have to actually leave your site. And when they're done shopping on eBay, they can come back, and you could have made money off of them from using auction ads, and still, do what your end goal is, whether that's to get them as a subscriber or to read your content and stuff like that.
I think it's ridiculous that AdSense doesn't open a new window. I can kind of see it from Google's standpoint, but also I think anything that you can ever do that benefits the publisher first and foremost. Obviously they have to look out for their advertisers and ROI and everything else, but is it that big of a deal to open the ads in a new window? Because if someone clicks on a targeted ad and it opens a new window and it has relevant products and services to the ad and to that user, if they're going to buy them or take action or do whatever the advertiser wants, they're going to do it or not. It's got no effect that it's in a new window,
yeah.
But yet the original site's still there. AdSense, I think, would be so much better, and I think ultimately, just think if AdSense ran in some kind of, like some kind of Ajax format that was structured in such a way where if you clicked an ad, it opened a new window with the destination for the advertiser. But clicking on that ad automatically made that AdSense block refresh with different ads.
Right. Yeah.
So once the person, if they closed out where they went after they clicked on the ad and went back to the original publisher, now the ad block's got entirely different ads. Maybe the ad block even looks a little bit different.
Sure.
Which could then encourage people to visit other advertisers. But that seems to be lost in the whole mix, and hopefully one day that will change. But that's great that you've added that ability to open in a new window. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it was we kind of just, the new window thing was, we basically said, okay, we're AdSense publishers, we're affiliates. What do we like about every program, and how can we build that in? And one of the other things was a good referrer program. Everybody loves an affiliate program, and one thing we found very quickly was that even though we've dumped quite a budget on advertising on sites like TechCrunch and Nine Rules, and all kinds of these sites that get a lot of traffic. We get, and I probably should hide my trade secrets, but we get 87% of our new users come from seeing the ads by auction ads instead of all these places we've advertised. And so what we did was we created a built-in affiliate program. So if somebody signs up from clicking on your ads by auction ads, which you see the ads by Google, right? But they don't,
which you earn nothing.
Sure.
But hey, thanks for sending us a new AdSense publisher. Sure.
And so if you basically refer a person, you'll get a bonus 2% of whatever that person makes. So, and that doesn't come out of them. It's an actual 2% bonus of what they earned. So it's not a ton, but our margins are kind of slim, but it definitely adds up. I mean, we've had sites that are doing very well just from referring people to the thing. So when we saw that we were getting all of these new users, we were like, whoa, we need to probably incentivize these, so that people will drive more people, both through the refer program and if they just run the ad, it's just another way of generating revenue. So
it's an automated viral mechanism that
it totally is.
Bring in more people, and obviously, I don't know if you want to mention, how big your network is now of publishers or not.
Sure.
In that auction ad system, but obviously, the growth has come because of that viral nature of them clicking. And of course, I mean, that's obviously what happened with AdSense.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's why Google started running tests, and they put those ads by Google thing on there in the first place. And so people would click it and go, hey, what's this? And then they could learn how they could run those ads themselves.
No doubt about it.
Program just blew up.
We see, like I said, I'm not a person, anybody who knows me knows I talk. And basically, like I said, 87% of our new users come from seeing the ads. So obviously, we just broke 13,000 users today, or 13,000 users. We're doing 75 million impressions a day.
Wow.
Yeah, just to put it in perspective, AdBright, who's the third largest, advertising network there is, does, I think they have the stats right on their site. Let me just look so I make sure. But basically, we're less than 70 days out of launch, and we have 14,000 people. Well, 13. I can look that up real fast. I think we broke 13,000 people today. So
wow.
Yeah, it's growing so fast, and the numbers. It's hard to type in URLs and talk at the same time. Like AdBright on their interface, they say they're serving 568 million impressions a day. So when you consider that, in less than 70 days, we need to grow about 8 times to equal what AdBright is in 5 or 6 years now. I think that's pretty good. So
yeah.
So yeah,
pretty incredible.
Yeah, our numbers are pretty good, and we're blown away really, and really proud of what we've built, and especially with the new payouts of eBay and stuff, our publishers are only going to make more. And so that's pretty much, we're implementing new features every day, literally. A lot of them we test very thoroughly and to some select publishers, and then we publish on the blog. For instance, we just made a way where you can target specific sellers. So if you're an eBay seller and you want to put items on your site, like if let's say you sell Dell servers, and all you do is you put in your actual name, and the documentation for this is on the site as well. You put in your ID, and it will display your auctions only on the. And you'll get, and if somebody clicks on it and bids on it, you get paid for that. And if they become a new user, you get paid for that. And if they don't buy from you and they buy from somebody else, well, you get paid for that too. So
I think people really underestimate how much just commerce is going on online to buy like stuff, like golf clubs or or I don't know, gift baskets and all this kind of stuff. Because the way I see it is, from knowing some of the habits of my own easing subscribers and some of my own customers, there seems to be this huge divide online between marketers and kind of how they monetize pages and affiliate marketing as well. It seems like there's like 2 camps out there. There's one camp which I think is kind of more of my customers and subscribers, it seems to be more than not, which is they're really into like the content-based stuff. Of course they run AdSense ads, and those ads are promoting all kinds of products and services, but they're doing the contextual stuff, but